What if I told you Medusa was never a monster? She was the victim, before the snakes, before the curse. She was a woman betrayed by the gods she trusted. Medusa did not begin as a monster. She began as one of Athena's priestesses. Athena demanded perfection, not because she was cruel, but because order was her domain. In her temple, nothing was casual. Every rite followed a sequence. Every word carried consequence. Athena was not always watching, and that was what made her dangerous. She could appear without warning, in the middle of a prayer, halfway through a ceremony, and stop everything. One misstep, one error in timing, and the goddess would intervene. Not with violence, but with correction. A rite undone, a priestess dismissed, a ceremony stripped of meaning. Most priestesses feared those moments. Medusa prepared for them. She studied the rituals until she knew them better than memory. Medusa made sure there was nothing to correct. Athena noticed. She noticed the order, the routine, the way the temple continued even when she was gone. And in return, Athena elevated her. Medusa was made the highest priestess, a position of honor to some, a mark of trust. But Medusa understood what it truly was. Not reward, not favor, just the next place in line, closest to the source of punishment. At first, Athena still came. Not often, but enough. A ceremony interrupted, a correction delivered, a presence felt. Then the visits shortened. Athena would arrive only at the end of a rite, observe, say nothing, and leave. The priestesses began to notice the gaps. Days passed without correction. Ceremonies completed without interruption. The temple remained ordered, but only because someone made sure it was. Medusa. Athena's appearances grew rarer. When mistakes occurred, she began anticipating what Athena would have corrected, fixing errors before they formed. She told herself this was temporary, that Athena was watching from elsewhere, testing restraint, measuring devotion. Then Athena stopped coming entirely. No announcement, no explanation. The priestesses froze in uncertainty. Medusa stepped forward, not as a replacement, as a necessity. At first, Medusa believed discipline could be taught. A ceremony slowed. A priestess broke sequence out of concern. Medusa ordered her to stand outside the temple gates. She was not to move. By morning, the priestess still stood there, shaking, silent. She never made another mistake. Medusa marked the punishment as effective. The next failure, Medusa stopped the ceremony. The priestess was not removed from the temple. She was removed from meaning. Her veil was taken. No one was permitted to speak to her. The rites continued around her as if she no longer existed. Fear spread quickly. The third failure was refusal. A priestess would not accuse another. Medusa bound her upright to a pillar in the outer court. She was left standing, not for a night, not for a day, for a week. Every ceremony passed her. Every prayer was spoken within sight of her shaking body. And Medusa believed she had finally perfected Athena's order. She did not yet understand that order enforced through stillness does not endure. In the midst of the madness, a true surprise arrived unannounced. Poseidon, king of the sea, said Athena told him to inspect the temple. He did not look like he was described in the texts. He moved through the halls, past columns, past offerings, past prayers that faltered as he passed. The priestesses felt him first. Water crept along the floors. Torches sputtered. The air grew heavy, loud with waves that did not belong indoors. Formation broke. An offering fell. A warning was whispered. Panic spread. Someone ran. Medusa ordered the rites to continue. The words tangled. Timing slipped. Hands shook. Poseidon lingered, unhurried, letting the sea breathe inside sacred stone. A priestess vanished near the colonnade. Another did not return from the inner chamber. Fear replaced discipline. Medusa stepped forward and invoked Athena's order. Poseidon ignored it. He turned to Medusa as the temple emptied around them. What followed was not witnessed, only understood. That the rules did not bind him, that obedience offered no protection. And when Poseidon finally left, Medusa remained, alone in a sanctum that had failed her. Athena returned after the silence. She did not ask who was taken. She did not ask what was done. She saw the empty places,
Medusa!
The broken sequence, the fear that lingered like smoke. And she looked to Medusa, not as a victim, but as the one who had held the temple when it failed. The fault, she said, was not the god who entered, but the hand that ruled in her absence. As punishment, whether it was just or not, Athena chose to make an example, not of Poseidon, of Medusa. Order had failed under her watch. Fear had replaced devotion, and someone had to carry the cost. Athena did not destroy her. She changed her. Hair hardened into serpents. Flesh learned stillness. A warning made alive. A lesson made permanent. When Athena was gone, Medusa stood alone. At first, Medusa mourned what she had lost, the temple, her place. Then she saw what her gaze could do. If the gods used power without mercy, she would do the same. The transformation was complete. And when Medusa realized Athena was gone, she had one thought. She needed to get as far from the temple as possible. She knew Athena would look for her to finish her off. Before she left, she needed to grab essentials to her survival. And that's where she saw the monstrosity she had become. Can't worry about that now, she thought. As she left the temple where she spent the majority of her life, she thought to herself, "I will never see this place again." Medusa wandered the woods, but quickly realized it was almost night and she needed a fire. She should feel cold, but she didn't. Either way, she needed to stop for the night. Medusa was starting to get confused. Why am I not feeling cold? Why do I not feel hungry? Not only did Athena change how she looks, she changed how Medusa feels.
Well, at least someone can eat.
Medusa didn't sleep. Her body was completely different from what she was used to. She wasn't even tired. But now she had to figure out where she should survive.
You are still here, huh?
Medusa had to make sure nobody sees her. If so, Athena and Zeus can finish her off.
Yeah. You know it's dangerous out here.
Medusa admired her bravery. With reservation, Medusa opted to help her. Medusa was wondering who the man was. She was also wondering why this blind girl was so happy.
If I am not happy, then he wins. By the way, I have a cat. Oh,